actually kind of cool. Eller Anders?
Absolut.
Asball. So Triumph Speed Triple 955, non-running. We are having a weak spark, so we'll see what we can do about that. Otherwise, the bike is in really good shape. So usually the bikes I buy at are way worse. Oh, it's raining, so the camera is freaking out. So that's it. I'll update you once back in the garage. Där står den. Ja, det skulle vara ballt. Det ser lite pucko ut, men ball. Alright, so here it is. The 2004 Speed Triple, Triumph Speed Triple. It's actually a quite good looking bike from this angle. Not so much from here, if you ask me. But we'll get to this. We don't even know what this is. So I got it like this. The airbox in the hand and some nuts and bolts and also some spark plugs. I noticed the fuel line is disconnected right there. I don't know why, because the ad said he was selling it cheap because of no spark issue. So I don't know why the fuel system it's been messed with. Maybe the guy has tried to find out what's wrong. I like the. I mean, I haven't owned a Triumph yet, so this is. So I'm excited for this. It's also a very upright, and I like the. It's quite comfortable. Very cool. It's not as the S1000RR. This is, yeah, I can see myself driving this. So first of all, the saddle is a bit loose. I was trying to earlier, but it was raining and we just threw it on the trailer. So I was trying to get the seat off, but I really couldn't. So I discovered that lock was for the passenger side, and I discovered some more free stuff. So a multimeter back here. Yeah, thanks for that. But it's also a bad sign. Someone has been fault checking and messing with this. So the guy thought it had something to do with the rectifier. I guess that's the rectifier with the cooling fans and everything. Cooling fins, there's no fans in there. I still haven't figured out how to get the seat off because it's stuck there, and these are not Triumph original, definitely not. So the seat is in there. I don't know, I haven't researched this. I just had to jump on this deal. It was very cheap. I paid $1,200 for it, basically. 12,000 Swedish kronos. And these usually run for, I don't know, four grand over here, at least. 3.5, 4 grand dollars, that is. So it was incredibly cheap. And I mean, the overall, it looks great. I mean, it's usually when I buy projects, I've been wanting to start this channel for so long. I do have my guitar and my music channel, but in the summertime, that usually comes to a stop, and I just mess around with bikes. So I thought, why not start a bike channel also? I don't think I can combine the two yet, but so yeah, here it is, the bike channel. I have done a lot of these. I love the non-runners because you never know what you're gonna get. So I love to gamble and take a risk, and it's always paid off for me. I don't buy them to just resell and cash out. I buy them because I like the thrill, and I like the challenge the detective work, and also I like to ride them. So, but then of course it comes to a point when I have too many bikes and I'm bored. Basically, when a project is done, I'm bored with it. So I'm not. I don't have any intentions of like keeping this for life or anything. But I'm not buying them for just for the quick flip. Basically, this is the bike I love and I ride, and this is the go-to bike. This is the bike that I will never sell. The BMW probably will sell it and get something new in the future, but the Suzuki GSX 400E has been around for some time, and there's no reason at all to get rid of it. I'm actually getting some new tires for it. And I have some other bikes too around. I just did I bought two CX 1100s Ninjas, and basically made one good and one not so good out of the two. So I missed that. I didn't film it because I like to get into stuff and work, and I think filming is an interruption. But myself, I look a lot at YouTube, and the content I like is, buying something, taking a chance, maybe fixing it on the spot and riding it home, whether it's bikes or cars or whatever. So I thought, I mean, if I enjoy this, and I enjoy doing it myself and watching it, so there's a lot more like me out there. So yeah, if you found this video, welcome to the channel. And so this is basically the first project of the channel, but it is not the first for me, however. Let's. I'm gonna get the saddle off and see what's going on. Basically, the guy that I bought it from wasn't, I don't know, maybe not. He said it himself, so I mean, I'm not gonna blame him. He isn't the most proficient mechanic and stuff like that. So I don't know what he's been doing. He could have actually messed things up even more than the original fault, which is the weak spark. Or he was complaining that the bike turned on for like 10 seconds and then died. To me, my first guess would be like the alarm has something to do with it, like an immobilizer. This has an alarm. I would suspect that. I will also, of course, look into the rectifier, but one thing I've learned after buying vehicles is to never trust the seller's what he thinks it is, because it has never been the cause. So, and of course, yeah, just check it out and get my own opinion. Fix the fuel stuff. I want to get the tank off because I think that's right now that's the only way to get the seat off. So I want to do that, and then basically just return it to a good working order, and then charge the battery and see what happens. I want to see for myself. I cannot go from someone else's words. I need to hear it, and I need to see it and smell it myself. Other than that, I mean, there's not much to do. The tires are great. The chain, sprockets, the fork seals aren't leaking, and it could use a polish, but it's not dented or scratched or bad in any ways. I do, however, want a big round one instead. I think that the two that just looks wonky. I mean, nothing is crooked, nothing is, so it's a good bike. So it's basically just to get it running, and that's the fun part. I hate doing body work and stuff like that. I'm usually get it to run as safe and good as possible, and then just go with it. I'm not one of those guys. If you want a channel that spends like a year restoring a motorcycle to like new, better than new, this is not the channel. I think of myself as the 95% guy. I get it as quick as possible to 95% good, and then just live with the rest, because the last 5% are always what takes the most amount of time. So for me, that this is the channel. So if you're like me, then maybe you will enjoy this too. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll dig in. All right. So the first thing I noticed was this right here is flipped upside down. That's a good sign, or not, maybe. All right, let's see here. I don't think the tank is even connected. We'll have to see. I need two hands for this. I'll be right back. So that explains it. I haven't worked on this model. So the thing we saw here, that is basically the fuel pump assembly is attached to the tank. It's actually a full tank of gas in here. So thanks for that. It wasn't attached because he was probably doing some work in here. We have a bunch of wires disconnected, and now we can get this out. That is good. All right, so this is basically an electrical nightmare. I was actually expecting that. And look, we got a free shirt. Nice. PM Fog and Fire Technique. All right, cool. Ironic that was the it's probably soaked in fuel, so you have to choose your t-shirt wisely there. All right, nice. He said he had changed the spark plugs. A lot of stuff disconnected here, but it's probably for the airbox. And yeah, so I want to, oh look, this bike even has a OBD2 port. That is cool, so we can actually scan it a lot easier, because a lot of the bikes have, I don't have the key for me right now, but it has that round thing or even a weirder stuff, or no OBD2 port at all. So that is cool. So the worst thing it could be is actually something with the ECU. Hopefully not, fingers crossed. That would be sad. I mean, it's not unfixable, this bike. It's just, I mean, it needs fuel, spark, and compression like every other bike. But yeah, it would suck. I don't know if you need to code this or anything like that. I'll learn on the way. Like I said, I haven't worked on Triumphs, but bikes are bikes. So yeah, let's see what we can do. So I was disconnecting the battery here because I want to try to charge this. My experience is with these kind of bikes, the battery is just shot and you can't really save it. But maybe this is the first, who knows. I discovered this, the fuse box here, and I don't know if this could have something to do with a issue. I wonder. Yeah, we'll see what that is. Okay, let's see which way. Like so, and these two are for the okay, that's weird, for the beam and the side right, okay, rear lights. So that is just some lights. I was hoping that was for maybe, I don't know, something related to the issue, but we'll see. Yeah. All right, I want to start by charging the battery. So I'm back here with the bike today, and I'm gonna remove the battery. I tried to charge it yesterday, and I could kind of trick it to take a charge. I can probably work it, but I'm gonna remove it and put in a good battery, because I want to see how it cranks later on. Okay, so yeah, first find here. So these are the wires going into the rectifier from the stator. That looks good. When I removed this connector here, you can see it is basically shot. So judging on the little fire here, and that my guess is maybe the rectifier failed and sent It fried some of the electronics, basically. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Either it might fail, like giving nothing, or it failed just sending way over 12 volts out here. So I'm gonna take apart and have a look at the fuses, all the connectors, and see what is actually good, and then put a good battery in and see if the instrument cluster works, the lights, if I can hear later on when I have the tank on, the fuel pump, maybe to try to crank it and stuff. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like this. I don't think so. I think that these two fuses here, someone might have relocated them with this sometime, but they're the wrong amps fuse, so I don't know about that. Should only be 15 and 5. These are both 30, so that's a bad sign. Okay, so let's continue.